Good morning all. CCA द्वारा प्राय क्लासको योजना गरेको छु। सधैँ हामी विभिन्न विषयहरूमा एउटा सेगमेन्ट लिएर छलफल गर्दै आएका छौँ। तर आज चाहिँ फेरि डे 1 को जस्तै एकचोटि रिमाइन्डर, एकचोटि यो नाटी सीसीएल को एक्जाम फर्म्याट, नाटी को आफ्नै अफिसियल वेबसाइटका केही भिडियोहरू, एक्जाम प्रिपरेसनको लागि एक्जाम रुममा जाँदा कस्तो हुन्छ त्यो भिडियोहरू म पेश गर्न गइरहेको छु। यसमा खाली आज हामीले इन्टरेक्टिभ प्रोग्राम नगरिकन यो भिडियोहरूलाई हेरेर लास्ट यो करिब 12-13 मिनटको सेगमेन्ट पछि म त्यसको चाहिँ सेगमेन्टको बारेमा कमेन्टहरू दिन्छु। त्यतिन्जेलसम्मको लागि धैर्य भएर यो भिडियो हेरिदिनुस्। किन भन्दा एट द एन्ड तपाईहरु एक्जाम दिन जानुहुन्छ अनि त्यहाँ गएर के एक्सपेक्ट गर्नुहुन्छ, कस्तो इन्भाइरोमेन्ट छ, कसरी चाहिँ तपाईहरुको चाहिँ एक्जाम प्रस्तुत गरिनेछ, त्यो बारेमा चाहिँ उनीहरुले एउटा चाहिँ स्याम्पल भिडियो तयार गरेको छ। म त्यो राख्न गइरहेको छु आज।
Welcome to your CCL tests. So I'm just going to go through some instructions before you start the test. So you're required to remain in this waiting room until a test invigilator calls you for the test. You are not permitted to have any electronic devices, including mobiles, phone, smartwatch, laptops, etc. from the time you are admitted to the waiting room until you exit the venue. Candidates found with such a device will have their test cancelled. You may have study and reading material while in the waiting area. You will not have access to any of those materials during the actual test. There is water, pens and paper supplied in the testing room, so you do not need to bring any items in there with you. The format of the test consists of 2 dialogues between an English speaker and a language other than English speaker. You are required to interpret what each speaker says into the other language. The test supervisor will be recording the whole test, which will be used by examiners to assess your performance. Once the recording starts, it will not be stopped until the test is completed. You may take notes throughout the test. Any notes will be collected at the end of the test and destroyed. Now I'm just going to read you the repeats policy. So you may ask for a repeat of the previous segment during the interpreting dialogues. This request must be made at the end of the segment and prior to the commencement of the next segment. You are advised that only 1 repeat may be requested in each dialogue without penalty. Further repetitions will be penalized. You are not allowed to ask for a repeat of the scenario preceding the start of each dialogue. If you realize during the test that you have made an error, you are permitted to insert a correction of that part before continuing. Any corrections should be prefaced by some suitable phrase, such as, "Sorry, I'll say that part again," or "Sorry, let me correct myself." If you start interpreting in the wrong direction, the test invigilator in the room with you may advise you once throughout the test to change direction. And the results will be emailed to you within about 8 to 10 weeks. So good luck on your test.
CCA एकदमै डाइभर्स र सक्सेसफुल करियर एन्ड एजुकेसन कन्सल्टेन्सी हो। तपाईले चाहिँ यसको वेबसाइटमा गएर अथवा CCA का कन्सल्टेन्टहरूलाई सम्पर्क गरेर तपाईहरुले चाहिँ अस्ट्रेलियाको परिप्रेक्ष्यमा यहाँको लिभिङ स्टाइलको परिप्रेक्ष्यमा उनीहरूले सहयोग गर्छ र कतिपय भाषाहरूमा त तपाईहरुको आफ्नै भाषामा बोल्ने कन्सल्टेन्टहरूले चाहिँ तपाईहरुलाई सहयोग गर्दछ। यहाँसम्म कि तपाईहरुले चाहिँ साधारण हिसाबमा चाहिँ कहिले पनि विचार नगरेको यहाँ चाहिँ अस्ट्रेलियामा बस्दाखेरि लाग्ने खर्चहरू, कस्ट अफ लिभिङ जस्ता इन्फर्मेसनहरू समेत CECA ले उपलब्ध गराउँदछ। CECA को तपाईको चाहिँ अर्निङ एन्ड स्पेन्डिङ भन्ने लिङ्कमा गएर हेर्नुस्। ceca.com.au सर्भिसेसको चाहिँ अर्निङ एन्ड स्पेन्डिङ मा गएर हेर्नुस्। तपाईहरुले यसको बारेमा विस्तृत जानकारी दिन्छन्। एकदमै डिटेल रिसर्च गरेर एउटा चाहिँ जेनरल एउटा चाहिँ नवआगन्तुक परिवार अथवा इन्डिभिजुअललाई चाहिँ लाग्ने लागत, उनीहरुको चाहिँ शिक्षामा लाग्ने लागत, त उनीहरुको चाहिँ ट्रेनिङ मा लाग्ने लागत, शिक्षाको पनि विभिन्न लेयरहरू, अब पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट, अन्डर ग्रेजुएट, डक्टरेट, भोकेसनल, इङ्ग्लिश ल्याङ्ग्वेजका खर्चहरू, नर्मल स्कुलका खर्चहरूको बारेमा लाग्ने खर्चहरू र तपाईको चाहिँ लिभिङ कस्ट, तपाई आफू अथवा तपाईको परिवार अथवा बच्चाहरू हुँदाखेरि लाग्ने लिभिङ कस्ट, साना कुराहरू तपाईको चाहिँ सुपरमार्केटमा हुने इन्टरटेनमेन्ट, मिसेलेनियस, ट्राभल जस्ता खर्चहरूको चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ सिम्पल तपाईहरुले चाहिँ किनेर र स्याम्पल टेस्ट छ। यो चाहिँ नेपालीमा छैन, अरु कुनै भाषामा छ, तर यसको मेन लक्ष्य भनेको तपाईहरुलाई चाहिँ एउटा क्लियर एक्जाम रुमको चाहिँ फ्लेभर दिने हो। त्यसले गर्दा नेपालीमा नभए पनि कसरी त्यो अडियो प्ले गरिन्छ र कसरी त्यसको चाहिँ एन्सर गरिन्छ भन्ने कुराहरुलाई चाहिँ यसले समेटेको छ।
I'm going to read out some instructions before we start the test. The CCL test consists of 2 dialogues. Each dialogue contains a number of sections alternating between English and Indonesian. You're welcome to take notes, but you're not supposed to take any notes out of the testing room. My role is to supervise the test. If you have any queries, you can email our information line and they will be able to help you with the questions you have. We record your test on this device here. The recording is then uploaded and sent to the examiners for marking. So during a playback, when a section is finished, you'll hear a chime. At that point, I'll stop the audio for a while, then you can start interpreting. And once you're done interpreting, just give me a signal, maybe a thumbs up, or just look at me so that I can stop. I can play the video again. Okay? It will always help the examiners if you speak clearly and loudly. I'm going to read out the repeat policy and self-correction process now. Each dialogue consists of approximately 300 words over several sections in both English and Indonesian. You may ask for a repeat of section within the dialogue. The request must be made at the end of the particular segment or prior to the start of the next segment. During each dialogue, you will not be penalized for one repeat, but should you require further repeats within the same dialogue, you may be penalized. Okay? You also have the option of self-correcting yourself during the interpretation. You just need to say the word correction and then continue with your interpretation. During the test, please ensure you interpret in the correct language. For example, if the recording is in English, interpret in Indonesian, and if the recording is in Indonesian, interpret in English. If you start to interpret in the wrong language, I can only prompt you once. This is not classified as a repeat. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay. So I'm just going to do a volume check to see if you're happy with the volume level. Okay?
Dialogue. This dialogue.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we start the recording, I'll have to record few lines confirming the test date, the test language, and your attendance ID. Once this process is completed, I'll start the test right away. Okay? The test location is ACT. The date today is 15th October 2019. This is a CCL test in Indonesian language. The test attendance ID is 1234. I repeat, the test attendance ID is 1234. The repeat policy has been explained to you. Do you understand it? Okay, the test will commence now.
Dialogue. This dialogue is an interview between a mother and a school principal, Ms. Karen Black. The mother is seeking information on how to process her daughter's enrolment at the school. The dialogue begins now. Good afternoon. I'm Karen Black, the principal. Thank you for your interest in enrolling your daughter at our school.
Selamat siang, nama saya Karen Black. Saya adalah kepala sekolah di sini. Terima kasih atas terima kasih Mbak Ibu ingin mendaftarkan anak Ibu untuk sekolah di sini.
Selamat siang Bu Karen. Terima kasih banyak atas wawancara ini. Kami tiba di Australia beberapa bulan yang lalu. Dan saya ingin putri saya untuk mulai sekolah secepat mungkin.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for this opportunity for this interview. We arrived in Australia a few months ago, and I really want my daughter to start school ASAP.
She will need to do a proficiency test in English to assess whether she may need language support.
Oke, tapi anak Ibu butuh untuk ikut tes bahasa Inggris. Fungsinya adalah untuk melihat apakah dia butuh dukungan lebih atau enggak dalam bahasa Inggris.
Dia masih belum terlalu pandai menulis. Tesnya nanti seperti apa? Apakah nanti dia tidak diterima kalau kinerja bahasa Inggrisnya tidak bagus? Dia masih muda sekali.
So my daughter, she's still not good at writing. So what's the test gonna be like? Will she not be accepted if she can't write? She's very young.
Don't worry, the test is suitable for her age. It will assess her understanding of English and basic literacy skills according to the year she will be enrolled in.
Jangan khawatir Bu, tesnya pasti cocok untuk anak seumur dia. Tesnya akan cocok untuk anak seumur dia. Tesnya ini untuk mengetahui apakah dia mempunyai keterampilan dasar dalam berbahasa Inggris.
Saya juga ingin tahu dokumentasi apa saja yang diperlukan untuk pendaftarannya. Saya tidak mau dia sampai tidak ikut kelas lagi. Saya khawatir nanti dia ketinggalan dibandingkan dengan teman-teman sekelasnya.
I want to know what documents are required for her enrollment. I don't want her to not be accepted because of the documents. I'm afraid that she will not be accepted because of these documents if I don't have it.
We need proof of residential address, such as a utility bill, as well as the child's birth certificate and immunisation records. We will also need parents' details, visa status, and passport copies.
Kami butuh bukti alamat seperti misalnya rekening gas, rekening listrik, akta lahir, tentu saja bukti imunisasi dan kopi paspor Ibu dan Bapak.
Oke, nanti saya atur dokumentasi tersebut dan membawanya dalam minggu ini. Saya senang sekali dia bisa mulai sekolah semester ini.
Okay, I will get all the documentations required. I will take it to you next week. And I'm really excited that she gets to start school this semester.
Is there anything else that you would like to know? Please feel free to contact us if you think about anything else later.
Ada lagi yang bisa saya bantu? Jangan ragu-ragu untuk menghubungi kami kalau ada pertanyaan lain.
Tidak, cukup untuk saat ini. Terima kasih banyak, Bu Karen.
No, that's all for today. Thank you very much, Miss Karen.
So that's the end of the first dialogue. I'll start playing the next one.
Okay.
The dialogue begins now. Hello, my name is Justin Wilson. I understand you are booked in with me today to discuss a loan. Is that right?
Selamat siang, nama saya Justin Wilson. Bapak atau Ibu, Anda datang ke sini untuk diskusi mengenai pinjaman, betul?
Ya, betul. Akhirnya saya menemukan sebuah apartemen berharga lumayan dan sedang mempertimbangkan untuk membelinya. Jadi saya ada sedikit pertanyaan.
Yes, that's correct. I finally found an apartment within my price range, within my budget, and I'm considering buying it. So I've got a few questions.
You've come to the right place. How can I help?
Ya, ada yang bisa saya bantu?
Saya ingin tahu bagaimana mendapatkan pinjaman, berapa suku bunganya, dan uang muka yang diperlukan.
Okay, I want to know how to get a loan and how much is the down payment. How much is the interest and how much is the down payment?
Do you have the financial details for the property, such as the price and rates?
Apakah Ibu punya rincian keuangan propertinya, misalnya harganya?
Ibu yang dari agen penjual rumah mengatakan, pemilik menerima tawaran di atas $600.000. Harga itu sedikit di atas apa yang saya rencanakan. Tapi saya ketemu apartemen yang bagus.
So the lady from the real estate agent said that it is above 600,000, so it's just a little bit above my price range, but I found a good apartment.
You need at least 10% of the total value, plus enough to cover other rates and expenses.
Ibu perlu setidaknya 10% dari harga tersebut, dan jadi setidaknya 10% dan juga untuk 10% dari 600.000 itu, terus juga untuk pengeluaran lain.
Oke, saya perkirakan juga begitu. Saya sudah menabung $70.000 untuk mencukupi uang muka dan biaya-biaya. Apakah bank akan meminjamkan saya sisanya?
Okay, that's what I thought. So I've saved up about 70,000 for the down payment for the 10% and all the other expenses. Will the bank loan me the rest?
Let's use our loan calculator to work out how much you can borrow. I need to ask you some personal questions in order to assess your income.
Oke, sekarang kita lihat, sekarang kita akan pakai kalkulator pinjaman ini untuk mengetahui berapa yang Ibu bisa pinjam.
Tentu. Saya sudah mengumpulkan semua dokumen saya dan membawanya hari ini, supaya kita bisa mulai segera.
Of course,